What does this look like to you? Yes, this. That's right, of course, this is the current British Prime Minister, the Right Honourable Sir Keir Starmer, addressing the nation, the world. Now, what's interesting, I don't know if you realise this, so we'll have a lovely wave, chums. Nice to see you. Thank you so much as ever for your time, and welcome one and all brand new subscribers. As you know, I'm at number 10 on a regular basis, and it's a fascinating thing to see how it's all crumbling literally behind the scenes, because quite frankly, you know, you do kind of wonder, well, exactly what have we got now running the country? As we know, we have a current Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rachel Reeves, who seemingly can't add up and remember exactly what job she's had for a period of time. We've got Angela Rayner that basically says there's too many houses and there's not a housing problem, but now needs to build more houses. You see, none of them are very good at arithmetic. Now, again, he is more confusing stuff, because this woman, remember this woman? Yes, she was outed as the voice coach for Sir Keir Starmer. Yes, the man who, of course, could make a Dalek seem very responsive and romantic. Well, apparently, according to a well-placed source, as ever we have to say allegedly, she thought she was going to be inundated with work after this reveal came out, you know, because obviously she didn't speak about it at the time, but clearly, you know, there she is addressing, teaching, guiding the most important man currently in the world of British politics. And apparently is just stunned by the fact that nobody's picked her up, or indeed offering to take on her services. I wonder why, dear. I've got no idea. But what's been fascinating is this, you see, everybody's been attacking our Keir, as he likes to call himself, simply because of his ill-equipped, ill-advised, shuffling, looking down, unresponsive, very nervous looking, addressing the nation with really scruffy notes. I mean, the bottom line is, he could have actually had a teleprompter and looked more authoritarian. You never would have seen somebody like Mrs. Thatcher, would you? Or indeed Tony Blair addressing the nation in such a way. They would have been far more polished. What's the reason behind this? Well, apparently he wanted to convey, get this, his anxiety. That's right, and his worry and fear to the rest of us, so that it didn't seem so contrived and too polished, all that sort of stuff. And apparently now he's not too bothered about whether people attack his voice, because at least he's being natural and he's not hiding behind something that's a false facade. There's a first, right? Now, when you think about it, and I'm not being unkind, but you have to look at these individuals, many people inside the current British government, including Angela Rayner, Jonathan Ashworth, Rachel Reeves, seemingly all have problems with speech therapy or speech, pronunciation, whichever way you want to look at it. None of them are particularly engaging, right? But for Sir Keir, apparently, what he's now hoping to achieve is transparency through the fact that, look, I'm just like you and me, and this is the reason why I'm addressing you in this way. It's not a polished act. I'm very concerned about this particular situation. What he should be more concerned about is the fact that, as many people have pointed out, the current President of the United States, Donald Trump, is not reaching out in a way that he would have reached out previously to other British Prime Ministers. And now, Sir Keir, according to that source, is rehearsing and rehearsing and rehearsing with his media advisors behind the scenes to make sure that he connects on a different level with the current president. Either way, that won't be full of transparency. That will be very much a rehearsed performance. But for the rest of us here, shuffling papers, looking, of course, ill at ease, and not exactly, well, bestowing leadership across the brand, that's what we're left with. No wonder President Trump decided to halt an instant meeting. What do you think? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.